Come along, children. Now we're going to have a little music.
Yo, what is up, guys? Welcome back to First Cut Live. This is our Oscar prediction show. I am here to do it with the full crew. RB3 and Sabrina are in the house. How are you guys feeling today?
I'm feeling okay. I'm actually, I was joking with y'all beforehand that I was terrified to explode the computer moment was going to happen, and it actually did for like 30 seconds, but we're back now. We're good. So,
hey man, sometimes you gotta do it live and then fix it live, but we appreciate you, RB3, for doing that. Sabrina, how are you feeling today?
I'm doing good. I'm excited. You guys know I love award season, so anytime we get to cover it like this, I'm always super pumped.
Yeah, so a lot of movie sites do this, a lot of movie channels do this, a lot of people on TikTok do this, but I think it's a lot of fun, and I always love predicting awards. Like you said, Sabrina, this is specifically your specialty, but as someone who's been following award shows and all this stuff for a long time, you can kind of feel the vibe in the air, the atmosphere of who's gonna win. So I love predicting stuff and seeing who's right and who's wrong at the end of the day, and we're gonna do that right now with our Oscar nominees. And Sabrina decided to go off the website from the Oscars official account. So we're going to be going in that specific order. Go ahead.
Before we do that, real quick, sorry to interrupt, but to the members and Wiley Todd's in the chat, thank you to all our members. We got to shout out the members at the top of the videos. Like going forward, it's just, we got to do Wiley Todd. Thank you. Ray Tabin. Thank you. Join our membership program. Like legit, y'all, like, we need help. You know what I'm saying? Like, I can't be dealing with this cheap little MacBook. It's not cheap. Actually, my girlfriend bought this. But, like, we need a upgraded computer. We need cameras. We need, like, things that, like, actually work. So, like, please join the membership program. We got exclusive live streams. You're going to get badges. You're going to have access to our Discord. There's a lot of good stuff coming, y'all. So, thank you to our members. Thank you, Wiley Todd. Sorry.
All good. Yeah, we appreciate you, Wiley. And who's the other homie?
There's one other. Ray Tabin.
Ray Tabin.
Thank you, Ray.
Ray Tabin and then Wiley. Appreciate you guys. And my mistake, we're going to be starting with actor in a supporting role. So that is going to be the first category. The first category in the website is actor in a leading role. We'll obviously get to that a little bit later. But actor in a supporting role, the nominees are Benicio del Toro for One Battle After Another, Jacob Elordi, Frankenstein, Delroy Lindo for Sinners, Sean Penn, One Battle After Another, and Stellan Skarsgård for Sentimental Value. And as we always do, it's who you think will win and who you think should win based on your own personal preference. So will win, should win, starting with the GOAT, Sabrina.
Okay, so this one, I also realized I did miss, I think, actor in a leading role, so we'll just add that one in ourselves after maybe like actress in a leading role. But anyways, so for this one, I am saying will win, should win, Delroy Lindo. I think with Sinners getting a ton of love, I feel like this is the time to kind of have him go on board, especially because nobody's been such a strong kind of win across the board. Nobody's pulling a Jesse Buckley. So I'm just going to say Delroy Lindo for fun. My list is also going to shift probably a lot this whole coming week. It's probably not even going to be locked in until like 30 minutes before the show, but that's my choice.
I don't know if that's cheating or not. This is First Cut Live. We're doing this live, Sabrina.
All right, this is Bible, y'all. Everything I say, I'm keeping it.
Yeah. RB3, what is your will win, should win for supporting role?
Well, just like Sabrina mentioned, this is the place to get your Oscar predictions. If you're on Kelshi, if you're on Poly Market, if you're trying to put some money down, listen to us right here, or at least listen to me, because I'll tell you why. I was at Dylan's Oscar party last year. I was 23 for 24 on the Oscar ballot. I won, okay? So I know how to do this. I even know how to predict the short categories. I don't even have to watch any of them, all right? So take what we all say is gospel, but like, I was 23 for 24, so like, take that for its worth. That being said, though, I think the bias here is definitely going to weigh it a little heavier for me. But I also think the momentum is like you said, Sabrina, all in Delroy Lindo's favor. So I think he will win. I think he should win. I do think Stellan Skarsgård is really gonna be heavy competing for that. And Academy is a lot of old white people. They love Stellan Skarsgård, and they want to award him for, it's like one of those kind of like career awards too. So with Delroy Lindo, it's kind of the same thing. So it's a little bit of both sides, but yeah, I'm kind of saying will win, should win, Delroy Lindo.
This is the one that's most open. I don't know if you guys agree with that, but 100%. It's definitely, at least for acting wise, it's one of the most open ones because Sean Penn has won 2, right? He won the Globe and the SAG. Is that right?
I believe so.
And then Jacob Elordi won one of the Globes or the Globe. And then who else has won? Has Benicio del Toro won anything? I don't think he has.
I don't think so, really. I think
Stellan won. Stellan won as well. Yeah. So this is one that's kind of like, do you go with the past winners or you go with the momentum, which is Delroy Lindo? It's a very tough decision. Man, it's tough for me because part of me feels like, man, Delroy Lindo is really good though. He's good. He's good in this movie. I can't even deny it. I'm gonna go with should win. Delroy Lindo will win. I'll go Delroy Lindo as well. I'll kind of go with the tide here for that one. So, but again, it's tough.
I feel like for this one, what's driving it forward a little bit for me is that SAG Ensemble win and that hitting before Oscar voting closes. That's what's kind of leaning me towards Delroy Lindo. And I also just hope for it.
I could see Stellan winning as well. Yeah, what I don't want is Sean Penn to win. Sorry. I just don't want him to win. That's my bias speaking out. But let's go to actress in a supporting role. The nominees for this category are actress in a supporting role is Elle Fanning for Sentimental Value, Igna Ipsdotter Leilarius for Sentimental Value, Amy Madigan for Weapons, Wunmi Musaku for Sinners, and Tiana Taylor for One Battle After Another. Will win, should win, this time you or B3?
Oh, I'm sorry. Wait, what category are we talking about again?
Actress in a supporting role.
Oh, that's right. Okay. Yes. Man, I think that the will win is Tiana Taylor. I think that's the will win. And I think the should win, it's tough. I mean, honestly, maybe Tiana Taylor. I would still say Tiana Taylor. I mean, Uni Wusaku was, of course, like amazing. I just think Tiana Taylor was just a little bit more memorable. So, yeah, I'm going will win and should win Tiana Taylor.
Okay. Damn. For should win for me, I'm going Wunmi Musaku. I think that's the one that stood out to me the most. Obviously, Amy Madigan's a lot of fun in Weapons. The Sentimental Value girls are awesome. Tiana Taylor, like you said, RB3 is extremely memorable as well. So it's tough to go against her. So should win for me, it'll be Wunmi Musaku. Will win. Damn. I think this might be Tiana Taylor. It's tough not to pick her. But you know what? I'm going against the grain. I'm going with my heart. I'm going Wunmi Musaku. Will win, should win for the Oscars for supporting role. Sabrina.
Absolutely. This is the one I keep going back and forth on. I think should win 100% Wunmi Musaku. Should win or will win, I think Tiana Taylor by like the smallest margin. But again, this SAG Ensemble win and just Sinners getting the most nominations of any film of all time, I think that is kind of leaning me a little bit towards it could be Wunmi Musaku's.
Yeah. No, that's very fair. And I know, shout out to everyone in the chat and everyone watching live right now. We already mentioned Wiley. Joseph Ashley is also in the chat.
Joseph.
Phil Fan 1I is also in the chat. He said, or she said, I think it's a he, said the Cuddies. Not quite the Cuddies, but we are doing our awards prediction.
We will do it though.
And then Joseph Ashley said, I just want to see Tiana Taylor in a dress or in that dress. Hey, man, you got to calm down, bro. Don't pull a Sean Penn, man.
Oh, wait. Wiley Todd did leave the super chat, too. Salute to Wiley Todd, man.
Oh, no way. Okay.
Wiley Todd left the super chat. Says, sending support for the tech fund. Hot take, Golden should win Best Original Song. We don't talk about that. I lied to you more, but still, yeah, we're gonna talk about that. We don't get to talk.
Yeah, that's the one we always talk about.
Yeah, I'm gonna stay silent for now.
Let's go to my category, which is animated feature film. The nominees for animated feature film are Arco, Elio, K-pop Demon Hunters, Little Amelie, or the character of Rain, and Zootopia 2. So will win, should win. I think this one's pretty obvious, guys, even though I told RB3 that article came out today, which was kind of a bad article, but whatever. I thought Elio was really good. Talking about Elio, the creators of Elio were talking about why they decided to shut Elio down or like minimize it so much, which to me is disappointing. They shouldn't have done that. Disney's on some bullshit. But besides that, I thought Elio was really good. Arco is obviously really good as well. But I'm going K-pop Demon Hunters will win, should win. Sabrina.
Yeah, same.
Yeah. RB3.
Oh, wow. I mean, yeah, it will be K-pop Demon Hunter. I actually think hot take. I think Arco is the best one in that category.
You think should win? Yeah.
Yeah, that's the should win. It's a beautiful film, French film.
It is.
Sci-fi is very sci-fi. It's very yeah. I mean, yeah, we got a couple. You know that
Amelie.
little Amelie joint. I don't know about that one, man. I feel like that's a little.
It's very kiddie.
It's kiddie.
It's very like 5 and under.
and it's very like they just took the Amelie movie, right, and just like that's like a prequel to that. Like that's some IP slop, isn't it? Like, isn't that IP slop?
I think it's based on the book or the. I don't know. I think they said it was the book or the novel.
Man,
So,
that's a trash baloney, man, if you ask me. So, nah, F that movie. Arco should win, will win. K-pop Demon Hunter. Yeah, for sure.
Let's move on to the next category, which is casting. The new.
We do leads before casting.
Yeah, let's do it.
Yeah.
Do y'all want to get to the big one? The one that's all over Twitter right now? Yeah, let's start with the dudes. Actor in a leading role.
Oh, wait. Okay, yeah, go ahead. I'm gonna tweet this out.
Okay. Actor in a leading role. The nominees are Timothée Chalamet for Marty Supreme, Leonardo DiCaprio, One Battle After Another, Ethan Hawke, Blue Moon, Michael B. Jordan, Sinners, and Wagner Moida for The Secret Agent. This is the big one. Sabrina, will win, should win. Best actor.
All right. Again, after SAG, my should win, I actually will go Ethan Hawke. I loved Blue Moon, and I think in any other year, so I just want to throw that love his way. But I think the will win will be Michael B. Jordan. I think, unfortunately, again, Timothy is coming so close. It's not going to be his year. I think his campaigning just really took a dip. I'm not even talking about the ballet or anything of it all, but just like the press tour for the film was strong and word of mouth was great. But then since then, it has really taken a dive. So Michael B. Jordan.
Wow. Yeah. Man, them ballet folks don't play around, RB3.
Yeah.
They're coming at this boy's neck, man. They're going to hang him in the ballet, bro. They're going to kill this guy in a public manner. I'm blown away by, I mean, if you're on Twitter, I'm kind of blown away by people coming out of the woodwork to speak out against Timothée Chalamet in support of ballet. It's like, you would think there's like a war going on or some shit that's more important. But apparently ballet is the most important shit going on the planet. So RB3, will win, should win.
You go first. You go first.
Okay. So this is my category that I've been paid attention to. Obviously everyone has because of the weird backlash, but also kind of like, I think it's more of a backlash on what you said, Sabrina, like a good press run to start and then a weird press run to finish when he was doing the raps and the, you know, I want to be the GOAT or whatever he was saying. And some people got rubbed the wrong way. I think this is a backlash to that more than like actual ballet and cinema and all this weird stuff that's going on. But that's just kind of my thought process. It's like they're finding like his cockiness a little off-putting, which is what this ballet and opera thing is. Momentum is leading towards Michael B. Jordan. I will say that. So it's tough to go against that. But for some reason, I'm going with my heart again. Wagner Moida for The Secret Agent. I think he's special in that movie. And I think he's going to be the underdog that just comes out of nowhere and steals it from both of these homies. So I'm going Wagner Moida for The Secret Agent, will win, should win as best actor. RB3.
Dang, that's intense. I mean, yeah, I mean, that could be a surprise. And I think the fact that Michael B. Jordan and Timothée Chalamet are so split in this conversation is kind of does help out Wagner a lot. And the fact they won the Golden Globe. I think that, of course, Marty Supreme is a showy performance. You know, that controversy, you know, the ballets didn't help, even though voting's already been closed. It really probably didn't affect anything. But like, it's also just the overexposure, man. Like, I don't need to see you pop up on LeBron's podcast. I don't need to see you, you know, with Matthew McConaughey and like, you know, he did the Q&A with Nolan. That was
Denny.
cool. Yeah. The director's Q&As, those are fun, but it's like, you're doing too much. When you start doing too much and you start trying too hard, people don't like it. Ask Melissa Leo. You know what I'm saying? Have you ever seen her work again? So it's like, yeah, you got to chill. You got to know when to chill. And he didn't. He's going to end up being a new, and plus this kind of helps his legacy a little bit. He's going to try and turn it into a new Leo kind of situation. Oh, long overdue kind of thing. So I'm not mad at that. You know, who is actually overdue is Michael B. Jordan. So I do think the Academy is going to recognize that. They should have gave him a nomination for Creed. They should have gave him a nomination for Fruitvale Station. They should have gave him a nomination for Black Panther for keeping it 100. So it's like, you know, all these amazing performances. This is his time. I do think he will win. Yeah, I think he will win. I think the should win. I don't know. Okay, also, wait. It can't... Yeah, okay, you just said Wagner. Okay, so I feel cool with that. I was like, it can't be all three of us saying Michael B. Jordan. Okay, but you just say Wagner. Okay. I was going to say...
And she said he's Ethan Hawke, man. Sabrina
I said Ethan Hawke for should win.
No, but I was going to say for Will win.
Will win, yeah.
For Will win, yeah. You know, just for the sake of hot takes, I was going to say Timothy too. But no.
Oh my God.
I have my hot take.
Yeah, Michael B. will win, should win. I actually do think like, I agree with Sabrina. Probably Ethan Hawke is a fun performance. He's talking a lot. And I meant to bring up that chart that everybody's been circulating, the amount of screen time that all the lead actors and supporting actors like have in their movies. And you look at that chart, Ethan Hawke is like in like 80-something% of the screen time of that movie, way more than like all the other performers. So very, very interesting. Very, very interesting kind of.
That film completely hinges on his performance. If it didn't work even for a moment, you wouldn't be interested in anymore.
I could say that about all the films though. Like no hate. Like I know he's in it, but like Sinners doesn't work with the twins smoking stack.
Have you watched Blue Moon?
I haven't, no.
Okay, because like it really does feel like a play, and he's just constantly talking the whole time, and he just does such a wonderful job. But again, he's tied in my eyes with Michael B. Jordan as the should win. But I just wanted to give him that shout out because for some reason he hasn't gotten any love this award season. It's crazy.
Yeah. He's won some critics prizes and stuff, but yeah.
Yeah.
If you guys were to, this is a hot take just off the dome, rank these performances, what would you guys rank them? What's number one, number two, number three?
Well, that's the thing is that this is actually a really strong.
It is, yeah.
Because Timmy's for Best Actor, for Best Actor, typically I'm like not even in love with like 2 or 3 of them. So for this one, I would probably say Ethan Hawke / Michael B. Jordan, Timothy, Wagner, Leo.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, I forgot about Leo.
Yeah,
I don't think he deserves to be here. No offense.
No, he does. He
doesn't, man. What did he do in that movie?
I'm like he's also funny. I'm kind of a one battle hater, but he's great.
Yeah,
he's funny.
Man. You hate. See, that is hate. No, that's hate. That's hate.
How's that hate, bro?
No, that's hate. That's hate. Come on now.
He got nominated just because he did the Mexican whistle.
Exactly. That's why. You know what? And if he won, and that was like the only thing. Yeah.
Yeah, no, it's worth it. No, it's comedy. I love seeing Leo do comedy. So anytime Leo does comedy, I'm always gonna be happy with that. But yeah, I do think for me, I'll rank it probably like I'm kind of going against. Okay, I'm going against like what I just said. Like the should win is Ethan Hawke. I do think playing the 2 roles is more difficult. Like as like a concept and the fact that they actually do feel different. So I actually probably would go Michael B. Jordan as like the technically most impressive performance, and then Ethan Hawke because that movie's 100% him basically, and then I would say Timothy, and then I haven't seen The Secret Agent, so I can't rank that like fairly. So I'll say Leo and then Wagner, but I just because I haven't seen The Secret Agent. That's it.
I'll go Wagner, number 1. Number 2, I'll go Michael B. Funny. He also plays 2 roles in that movie. For anyone who's seen the movie, slight spoiler, but whatever.
Yeah.
Secret Agent,
yeah, he does. And then Michael B. Timmy. Very close, in my opinion. It's actually closer than a lot of people give credit for. And then I haven't seen Ethan Hawke, so after that, it'll probably be Leo. So, yeah. Next category, actress in a leading role. Or actress in a leading role. The nominees are Jessie Buckley for Hamnet, Rose Byrne for If I Had Legs, I'd Kick You, Kate Hudson for Song Song Blue, Renate Rensev for Sentimental Value, and Emma Stone for Begonia. Will win, should win this time, RB3.
This one I am going with Jesus, what are we talking about? Oh yeah, lead actress. This one, yeah. Oh, it's easy. Jessie Buckley will win. And then should win. Who else is nominated? You know, the should win is really Jennifer Lawrence. That to me was the most memorable performance in Die My Love. But dang, who else is nominated again? Like
Rose Byrne, Sentimental Value, Emma Stone.
Emma Stone. Yeah. Oh gosh, these are 4 like good ones. Oh my god. Okay, then yeah, I mean the should win. I'm gonna go with Rose Byrne and If I Had Legs, I'll Kick You. Yeah.
I'll go should win, will win, Jessie Buckley.
Yeah.
I just think she's a G, and I think she absolutely murders that role. So that is mine. Sabrina.
Will win, Jessie Buckley. Should win, Rose Byrne.
Okay.
I'm with you. Jessie Buckley should win an Oscar for her groundbreaking performance in The Bride. I don't know if y'all seen The Bride already.
I haven't, no.
Oh my God, she's cooking. She's doing some Heath Ledger Joker-ish, man. Like this movie,
she's a G, man. I really do think she's a G. I actually discovered her because of you guys, because we saw that one movie. What's that one movie, man? The one
I'm thinking of Ending Things?
Yes.
Yeah.
That was good.
That's where I discovered her, and that's where I said it in the review. I was like, oh my God, like this girl's crazy. Like she's a G, like a really gifted actress. So that's why I'm just blown away by everything she does. But yeah, that's my will win, should win. Also, shout out Emma Stone. She's a murderer in this. Like she kills it too.
Yeah. I would only say, if she didn't already have like 2 Oscars, like, you know, she definitely would be more deserving, but she's already like killing it. So
yeah, she's another like living legend in my opinion. No offense, because that might be super hot take, but I don't know. I think she's like a living legend.
No, yeah, checks out.
All right, now we can go to casting, a new category, which I'm very excited about. Nominees are Hamnet, which would be Nina Gold, Marty Supreme, Jennifer Vendetti, One Battle After Another, Cassandra Colkundis, Gabriel Dominguez for The Secret Agent, and Francine Maisler for Sinners. This one to me is pretty obvious. I'll start off. Will win, should win, Sinners. Sabrina.
100% will win, should win, Sinners.
And RB3?
Yeah, it's going to be Sinners, you know. And it should be. Well, okay, yes, Sinners. I'll say hot take again just for sake of conversation. Marty Supreme has some really good creative casting in terms of Gwyneth Paltrow, Tyler, the Creator, a bunch of non-professional actors. I like Marty Supreme in terms of casting.
I agree with that, but I think the Timothy kind of campaign dying out a little bit. I think if they had another person from the film nominated, and if his campaign was still going strong, it would stand a chance. But I do like the shout out because I agree that she did an incredible job on the casting.
I'm actually going to disagree. And maybe just because I just saw the movie, like literally just saw it. I hated Kevin O'Leary. I think he was so miscast, and it felt so out of place.
That's good. Like, that's
no, but it felt
point.
weird. It felt like I was like, this guy doesn't fit. He feels like he's reading his lines.
He was good. I hate his ass.
What do you mean you paid for my dinner? I was like, this guy can't act for shit, bro.
Nah,
I thought he was terrible, bro.
No. It might be a little biased coloring. No. That might be a little biased coloring.
He couldn't act, bro. It looked like he was reading lines.
He can
or just playing himself.
He is playing himself, but that's the point. Like, they found creative ways to let people play themselves, but have fun with it too. You know,
the one I will say, and this is like a discovery for me because I didn't see I Love LA. Odessa Zion.
Oh yeah.
Oh my God, bro. She's great. She's amazing. I'm kind of blown away by her. Because again, I've never seen her, so this is my introduction to her, and I'm low-key kind of obsessed. She's great. So shout out to Marty Supreme for that. To me, the number 2 one would be One Battle. That to me is the one that's like, if there's any competition, it would be Sinners in One Battle after another, because that's a good supporting
I
cast in
just
my
do
opinion.
think still for this one, it's like Sinners and then the
Everyone else,
widest
yeah.
margin and then One Battle.
Yeah, to me, this is a layup. It should be Sinners just easily. Moving on to cinematography. Oh my goodness. Nominees are Dan Laustin for Frankenstein, Darius Konchti for Marty Supreme, Michael Bowman for One Battle After Another, Autumn Dural Arkpaw for Sinners, and Adolfo Veloso for Train Dreams. Shout out Brazil for that one. Will win, should win. Who should I go to now? I'll go to you, Sabrina.
I'm gonna say will win, should win Sinners. I think it's just I feel like we're gonna see a sweep. Like I know I just keep picking Sinners for everything, but I think they're going to get a lot of the categories that they're nominated in.
RB3.
And then wait.
Cinematography.
Cinematography. It would be amazing. It would actually be historic. She'll be the first woman DP to win.
Oh, you're right. Yeah.
For that category. So
Much deserved.
Definitely deserved. And actually, I do think it should win. I do think the will win is actually going to be Train Dreams because it's a beautiful film. It's a conventionally beautiful movie. And I just think that one just looks really well. And but yeah, I do think the should win is Sinners, but the will win I probably say was Train Dreams.
Wow, that'd be kind of. I kind of agree with you. If there's any competition, it's Train Dreams. So I don't know if you guys saw, what was that recent award show? The Independent Movie Awards, but Train Dreams. Mm-hmm. Yes, that one. Like 2 weeks ago, Train Dreams won like everything. So Train Dreams is actually, like you said, RB3, a super conventional, really pretty movie. Like, oh my God, it's pretty. Mm-hmm. Versus every other one in the category that are really nice as well. Like Hamnet goes hard, Frankenstein goes hard.
That's perfect.
Marty Supreme goes hard, but man, in One Battle too is like cool, but it doesn't. To me, it's like Sinners, Train Dreams, and every other.
Yeah.
Every
well,
other
I put Frankenstein up there too, but yeah.
True, but I still think Train Dreams is just like there's something about it that feels
stunning.
like But I still will go will win, should win Autumn for that category. And she did. Which one did she do? She did Wakanda, right? She did Wakanda Forever.
I believe so
as well.
I could, yeah.
I think that's the other one she did. I'll have to look that. She did? Okay.
Yeah. And then there was another. Ryan Coogler would be working with the lady DPs.
Was it Creed?
No, Creed was
she did the first Creed.
No, Creed was a white lady named
that's right.
Rachel
You're right.
Something. Who she actually directed the movie The Fire Inside with Brian Tyree Henry.
That's right.
That was a great film in its own right. Ed M331 did make a good point in the chat saying that One Battle won Best Cinematography, won the Cinematography Association in both the US and the UK. That's very interesting. And plus that last road car chase sequence is very cinematic. So we might be underselling One Battle in that category low key, but
you know what takes me away from Train Dreams? Well, so you know how you can't vote for categories in films anymore that you haven't seen? I feel like that's just the one that has been under the radar just enough. Like it's been breaking out, but not enough to be kind of like a leader in that category. But I could be wrong.
No, that's a good point.
No, I definitely agree with that. It's probably the least watched one. I do think the slight flip side argument of that is that it's on Netflix, so like people like have easy access to it. But I do think you're right. People fall asleep to that movie.
Because they have all the screeners and everything, and I think that's how they're keeping track of it. So like they've always had the screeners, and like the Netflix ones just they haven't campaigned enough. Like again, the J. Kellys, the Train Dreams, all of those, Blue Moon, everything like that.
Yeah, it'd be very interesting to see. But I hope Sinners wins. I think that'd be well deserved, and obviously it'd be really cool for Autumn and for cinematography in general,
and for women.
It'd be a big step forward. And I think as cool as One Battle is, I still think Sinners is better.
Cut above, 100%.
In my opinion, yeah. Costume design, we have Deborah Scott for Avatar: Fire and Ash, Kate Hawley for Frankenstein, Malgosia Turanskan for Hamnet, Miyako Bezzelli for Marty Supreme, and Ruth Carter for Sinners. Will win, should win, costume design. I love these categories, by the way. These are some of my favorites. So, Sabrina, will win, should win.
I'm going to say will win, should win Frankenstein, actually. I think, yeah, again, these are the few categories that I think Frankenstein's going to come out on top.
Yeah, I might have to agree. I think will win, should win Frankenstein. If you've seen the behind the scenes, I forget what it's called on Netflix, but there's like a 1 hour mini doc on Frankenstein, and you see the costume designer and the way she talks about the details in every single dress. It's amazing, and it looks really beautiful, and I just think it goes hard. So I'm going will win, should win Frankenstein. RB3.
Interesting. Very interesting. He has Victorian. So I can see that. And they probably will want to give it something. At the same time, though, I do think, Ruth Carter is a legend.
Legend, yeah.
She's an Oscar darling. She already won twice recently, which is both were long overdue. And I feel like maybe they might want to give her a third one. And you got to remember, a lot of times these costume designers do end up winning like 3, 4 Oscars. I think the lady who did like Alice in Wonderland has like 5 Oscars or something like that. So like, they do just kind of love seeing the same people get it. So, I do think the will win is Sinners, just for the Ruth Carter of it all. And the should win probably is Frankenstein. But I would also argue Avatar, Fire and Ash. Like, costumes are pretty cool in that too. You know what I'm
my
saying?
gosh.
Like, you know?
Yeah, I think it's cool.
Ain't no way.
But I think on a purely, I'm not going to get into this. Let's not do it.
No way.
For like a little piece of cloth around. It's like a little thong, and it's like best costume, little thong.
Hey, why
The
not?
blue people, man.
Yeah, that's how they got rocket.
That's all they're wearing, bro.
Well, that's the thing, though.
Everything else is
Actually,
shirtless.
looking at all of these, I think besides like Hamnet and Avatar, Fire and Ash, Frankenstein, Marty Supreme, and Sinners, all fantastic.
Right.
Yeah.
I also say Hamnet is up there too. Like Hamnet is very.
It's really good. Yeah.
Period.
I just think there's something special about the detail inside Frankenstein. And again, that's what Guillermo is known for, detail.
Yeah.
He is super hands-on when it comes to that kind of stuff, and I feel like that's why it works.
Joseph Weeks said in the because we're also vertical live on vertical YouTube as well. Joseph Weeks said the tank top gets the win. Yeah, that might be Jordan tank top. That fed some families and probably got a few ladies going for a lot of America. So that's what's up.
The hats, the 90s look.
Right.
For Stack.
Yeah. Oh, the 90s. Yeah. I like
The sweater,
the 90s.
just for the 90s sweater and the little what are the Knuckles?
Oh yeah. Oh the by the way, Do the Right Thing inspired Knuckles. So it's another Ruth Carter kind of paying homage too. So yeah, really, actually, maybe you're right. Sinners should win. Should win too. I'm just saying Frankenstein because it's popular. John Marin, real ones popped up. Yo checking in. With that said, give Ruth Carter whatever she wants. Yeah, I agree. I think the Ruth Carter 3P I think is happening. That's me personally, but.
If you guys watch Proximity Media, which is Ryan Coogler's channel, it's really cool hearing about Ruth Carter's assistant becoming Ryan Coogler's assistant. I don't know if you guys heard that story,
really?
but it's a really cool, interesting story about how he's like, yo, can I have your assistant? Like in a Ryan Coogler kind of way. So it's really interesting. Let's move on to a huge category. This is Best Directing. The nominees are Chloe Zhao for Hamnet, Josh Safdie for Marty Supreme, PTA for One Battle After Another, Joaquin Trier for Sentimental Value, and Ryan Coogler for Sinners. Will win, should win. RB3.
Hey man, this is where the hot takes come in, y'all.
That's right.
I know it's not popular, but I do think the will win and the should win is Ryan Coogler for Sinners. I think it's happening, y'all. This is going to be the year that we have the first Black director winning the Best Director category. Look, if Autumn wins Best Cinematography, we have the first woman winning Best Cinematography. We might have the first Black director winning Best Director this year. I think it's going to happen. I think the momentum is swinging. And Ryan Coogler really, sold the movie. I mean, people wouldn't have seen the movie if it wasn't for Ryan Coogler going out making that Kodak video, talking about how he likes to mix up his sodas. Like, there's just too many iconic moments that have been coming out of him. Him thanking his wife at like every speech. Like, it's been iconic. It's been good. I like seeing it. I like the image, and I think it's time to make that history, especially in the age that we're in now. So Ryan Coogler will win. Should win for me.
Fingers crossed. I will say should win for sure. Should be Ryan Coogler. Will win. This might be the pessimist in me, but PTA has won everything, and he's such a movie bro that it's like Hollywood is still kind of a bro culture, unfortunately. So I think should win Ryan, and I really hope he does, but I think will win will be PTA. Sabrina.
Yeah, going back to what RB3 said, I think they have done, obviously the film speaks for itself, Sinners, but they've also done just a wonderful, wonderful job on socials, campaigning, showing the behind the scenes, even going back to the costuming. I don't know if you guys saw, but that look of like the first camera test of each character, and they have the narration, and it is so, so stunning to see the craft in this film. So because I'm so hopeful, I'm saying will win, should win, Ryan Coogler. I do think I am so much more optimistic about Sinner's chances now than I was months ago when the nominations were first announced. I think he will end up taking it. It would kind of be crazy to have a filmmaker do this film this year and also has so many wonderful films in the past and just not get awarded for it. That's why we have these PTA situations where it's like, oh, Paul Thomas Anderson, he has to, later on in his career, one battle after another. Like, I don't want a legacy award for Ryan Coogler in 25 years. I want the award now.
Yeah, 25 years when he has ownership of Sinners too, ironically enough. But yeah, I agree. I think I really hope they give it to him, because to me, this is a director-heavy film, and I know that's, could be said about a lot of movies, but it really is a vision that Ryan has that is so specific to what he's wanting to do. And it's so expertly directed with what the tones do and what the themes hit. So I really hope he wins it.
Yeah.
So.
I mean, I hope he wins it too. For some reason, I thought PTA had won an Oscar before.
No. Yeah.
But he's been nominated 14 times.
Yeah.
14 times.
That's why I really do. I feel like it will end up being him. I'm just trying not to speak that into existence, even though he has done incredible work in his career as well. I think there were other times he should have gotten the win. I don't think this is the year for it, but I do think it might happen.
Yeah, it might happen. But I definitely think it's Coogler. Shout out to the folks watching on TikTok too. I know Brandon Hanna had tapped in. He left some coins for us. Cinema Gorilla tapped in. Martial Arts Film Freak tapped in. Martial Arts Film Freak said, get PTA out of here. He's a hack. Whoa, that's wild. I don't know about hack. That's tough. Yeah, but I mean,
I can't say whoever, like the guy who created Magnolia, I can't call him a hack, but I wasn't the biggest fan of One Battle.
Nah, that's tough. But no, I do want to see it. I do want to see it. And yeah, somebody, Ed M 331 said, this is PTA is this year's Scorsese and Departed. That's a good analogy. That's a fair analogy. You know what I'm saying? So the Legacy Award, that's a little too late for still a good movie, but yeah.
Yeah. Fingers crossed. I really hope, I think we all hope that Ryan will win. So moving on to documentary feature. The nominees are The Alabama Solution, Come See Me in the Good Light, Cutting Through Rocks, Mr. Nobody Against Putin, and The Perfect Neighbor. I'll start this one. I love this category. I think I've seen all these. Should win. I already said it to you guys before, but The Alabama Solution to me is just a must watch. It's just a crazy, eye-opening, and I know that term is always used, but that's what documentaries sometimes are for. Eye-opening documentary that should win, and that is on HBO Max, and I think everyone should watch. Will Win is another amazing documentary, and I think it's going to be The Perfect Neighbor, which is a short, intense watch on Netflix that you guys can watch on Netflix. So should win, Alabama Solution, will win, Perfect Neighbor. RB3.
Yeah, well, and we actually do talk about both of these documentaries and more in our top 10 list that's coming out tomorrow. I wanted it to come out, yesterday. It didn't come out yesterday. I even wanted it to come out after the show tonight, but it's not happening. But tomorrow is for sure coming out. So that's coming out tomorrow. And then Wednesday, we have a new episode of Real Ones coming out too. So stay locked in. Subscribe to First Cut. We got things coming. What will win, and I think should win, is The Perfect Neighbor. I said that was one of my favorite films of last year. It won the Sundance Prize for Best Documentary Feature as well. So it's very highly acclaimed, and it's tough subject matter. And I think it just appeals to the times that we're in now. So, and unfortunately, in an unfortunate way. So yeah, I say will win, should win is The Perfect Neighbor.
Sabrina.
I think will win The Perfect Neighbor, and I think potentially one of the only other films that could maybe do an upset, but I don't think it'll actually happen. Potentially Mr. Nobody against Putin, just for that like international appeal. But I actually, in full honesty, have not seen any of these yet, and I'm catching up on whatever I can this week. So
yeah,
that's why I don't have a should win.
For sure. Yeah, they're all great, to be honest. They're all worth checking out. I think most of them are easy to find, too. I think Mr. Nobody's on Prime. Come See Me in the Good Light is on Netflix. Perfect Neighbors on Netflix. HBO Max for Alabama Solution. I think they're all pretty findable. So I definitely highly recommend everyone checking these out. The next category we have, or the one that you put out, Sabrina, is film editing. So film editing, the nominees are F1, Marty Supreme, One Battle After Another, Sentimental Value, and Sinners. This is kind of a trickier category, but I think should win Sinners, even though there's a lot of well-edited films in this category. And I think will win. I think it will be Sinners. I think it really is that good. And I think Ryan Coogler, this is another thing that he's known for, is his stellar editing. So I think will win, should win Sinners. Sabrina.
I think will win One Battle After Another. This is the one bone I'm going to throw their way. Okay, I'll let you have film editing. But I think should win Sinners, or even Sentimental Value. I think that's another one. I don't think it would have won because, of course, a lot of the times they like a little bit more showier editing. But Sentimental Value's editing is really, really stellar. And it's just one of those things that like drives forward the film in such a way that you're not aware of it. So, yeah. But One Battle, you're very aware of it. So think it'll win.
RB3 is your category, man.
I know. Yeah, I love editing. I'm an editor. I think, honestly, I'm going way against the grain. The should win is honestly Marty Supreme. 2 hours and 30 minutes of just like excitement. I definitely think that's the should win. The will win, I mean, hottest it takes maybe of all night. And Edm 331 is kind of getting on the same side as me. I think it's probably going to be F1, y'all. I think it's probably going to be F1, unfortunately, because it's not, it's like we talked about with visual effects in the past, Andres. Sometimes it's not about best visual effects, it's about most visual effects. In this case with F1, it's not about best editing, it's about most editing. Those car chases are crazy. Apple's been campaigning like super, super crazy. And we've been having anonymous Oscar valid voters in Variety talking about they're voting for F1 for Best Picture. So it's like, no, I think this movie has a lot more juice than we are willing to, admit to, unfortunately. So yeah, I think F1 is actually the will win, and the should win, I think, is Marty Supreme.
I can honestly say you might be right, and that's why I get mad, because I'm like, I'll get mad if this happens, which it's fine. I don't think this film should even touch the nominees. This should not even be top 20. There's at least another 20 movies besides the 10 we already got that are better than this movie. My God. And you agree with me, Arbiter. Don't say you don't.
No, I do. No, I 100% agree. No, yeah.
This is one of the most average sports movies I've ever seen, and it's crazy. Like, it's really well shot, and I will agree with that. And I do feel like the editing does stand out. Like, you can feel the editing, but I don't necessarily think that means it should be best editing. But you might be right. The campaigning from Apple is really hard, and people really like cars, man. They like the vroom vroom.
They love the
cuts
vroom.
when the car goes vroom. Like, what? You can hear the engine and it cuts. What editing, bro?
That's also why I'm thinking One Battle After Another, though. Again, we're talking about the car scenes, the vrooms. Yep. I think that's another one where
that's
I think
true.
One Battle
could win
in that sense. Yeah.
But I'm with you, RB3. Marty's a great one. Sentimental Value is another
great.
good one.
Is.
These are all pretty solid for editing. So shout out to them. International feature film is our next category. A favorite of mine. Yeah, it is a tough one. The nominees are The Secret Agent from Brazil. It Was Just an Accident from France. Sentimental Value, Norway. Sirat from Spain, and The Voice of Hinrajab from Tunisia. I'll start with you, Sabrina.
I think will win, should win, The Secret Agent. Also Sentimental Value, I love. So that one's like tied there too. But I also just think like with Wagner and all the wins that have kind of happened in other award shows leading up to the Oscars, I just think overall The Secret Agent is going to beat out the rest of the categories. Because Sentimental Value, I understand why the performances are kind of like the most celebrated part of that film. They really carry it, but Secret Agent has a lot working for it.
Yeah, this is a really interesting and tough one because all these films are really, really good.
Really
and
good.
I think I've seen all of them as well, which is cool. And they all stand out in their own way. It's tough to pick one. I might say should win for me. I would have to say The Voice of Hinrajab. Will win. I actually think it was just an accident.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I think Jafar might come out.
Okay.
Yeah.
Big plot twist.
Yeah. But shout out Brazil, obviously, with Secret Agent, which is probably one of my favorites of those. Even though all these are like in my spoilers.
They're fantastic.
Yeah, in my list of favorites of the year. So, RB3, what do you think?
Yeah, man, this is tough. I mean, I do think this is like really the toughest category for me, honestly. I think that the should win is so close between Sentimental Value and It Was Just an Accident for me. Like they're both amazing in their own ways. They're both doing very different things. I think the should win in my eyes is It Was Just an Accident. The will win will probably be The Secret Agent just because of how much momentum is building and all that. But at the same time, though, it's like Sentimental Value is like right up there in terms of like nominations too. Also nominated. They're both nominated for Best Picture. So it's like, man, I don't know. Between those two is like, that's the real horse fight. I think just the slightest edge is going to go to The Secret Agent.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a good one.
Tough.
It's a tough one for sure. And no other choice, which is a bummer.
I already, I love that film. But I do think I will say if Sentimental Value wins one of the acting awards, then they might give it an acting award, but not give it the best international category too. They might like kind of split it that way too. You never know.
I agree.
For sure. Next category we have is makeup and hairstyling. The nominees are Frankenstein, Koku Ho, Sinners, The Smashing Machine, and The Ugly Stepsisters. Will win, should win. I'll start with you, Sabrina.
Will win, should win, Frankenstein. I just obviously, like we said, the detail, the work that goes into it. And again, this category, along with costuming, I just think this is where Frankenstein is going to shine. And then one more that's going to be coming up.
What do you think, RB3?
I think the will win is, I think you're right. I think the will win and should win is Frankenstein. I was trying to be creative and say the other was it the one with the Komodo, that joint? But no, it will win, should win is Frankenstein.
Yeah, shout out to some of these nominees, though. Obviously, go ahead.
I'm sorry, I forgot. Will win, Frankenstein. Should win The Smashing Machine. The Smashing Machine should win. Yeah, that's my guy, man. A hero, Kazuhiro, who did the prosthetics for that. Amazing stuff. And if you saw The Smashing Machine, he has that makeup on while they're in the shower, like while he's in the shower. So it's like he's getting rained on with the makeup. Crazy work.
Yeah, they're all really, really good. Shout out Ugly Stepsister. I don't know if you guys have seen that one. That one's a great choice as well. And then Sinners, obviously, when it comes to everything they do there is really beautiful as well, especially with Remick.
Yeah.
But I'm going to go will win, should win Frankenstein as well. I think that's the creativity and the boldness of what they had to do with the creature and the subtlety of it all is something that really needed to be effective, and I think it was. Moving on to live action short film. Let me see if I can pull it up. Live action short film. The nominees are Butcher Stain, A Friend of Dorothy, Jane Austen's period drama, The Singers, and Two People Exchanging Saliva. Will win, should win. You said you know this stuff, RB3. I'm going with you, man.
Well, what my knowledge is, and literally what everybody's knowledge should be, is just what's the best sounding title? What title sounds the best? And that's what voters are going to vote for. So the best title for me goes to Jane Austen's period piece. That will win. The should win. I heard a lot of good things about that Swap and Saliva one. I heard it's like a 30-minute black and white French, like very artsy one. So like, I don't even know if it's French, but it's like very artsy, black and white.
It is French, yeah.
Yeah, it is. So yeah, I think that one is the should win. I haven't seen any of them, but should win is that one. Will win Jane Austen's period piece.
Sabrina.
All right. My will win, should win is Two People Exchanging Saliva. So this is the only one I've seen of this list, but again, catching up on it, genuinely so fantastic. Heartbreaking, dystopian. Like RB3 said, black and white. It was just really, really beautiful. And I think that's actually the coolest title. So I think the Jane Austen's period drama, I don't know, something about it. I feel like it's too showy. Two people exchanging saliva. You're like, wait.
Right, what? Yeah, what is
then
this?
You tap in. But again, they do have to watch it in order to vote. So that does continue to change things. They have to watch all of these.
I'll go with just to, play the contrarian here. I'll go with The Singers. Will win, should win with The Singers.
Wow. Not sure enough title, but yeah.
I know.
Yeah.
Our next category is documentary short film. And I thought I had it pulled up, but I don't have it pulled up. Documentary short film, we have All the Empty Rooms, Armed with Only a Camera, The Life and Death of Brent Renaud, Children No More, Were and Are Gone, The Devil is Busy, and Perfectly a Strangeness. Will win, should win. Again, I'm going to the GOAT of these categories, RB3.
Hey, man, again, only straight up down the title. You're talking about cameras, armed with a camera situation. That's the one, because it's about a guy with a camera. It's about movie making, so.
I think this one is about a wartime.
Ukrainian journalist, right?
Documentarian, yeah.
Hey,
I think it's a wartime documentarian, yeah.
Hey, see, it exactly fits. It's war, it's movies, it's right what Academy likes it,
Yeah, I think it's on HBO Max too. I've seen the recommendations of it. Sabrina, what do you think?
Yeah, catching up on all of these as well. So I haven't seen a single one. I'm really liking, for will win, The Devil is Busy, from kind of some of the chatter that I've seen online around this one. That's where my head's at.
That's a good one. I'm going to go with All the Empty Rooms as will win, should
That was my
win.
backup. Okay.
So animated short, our next category is animated short film. And I'll just do it off my phone because I don't have it. Oh, no, here it is. Butterfly, Forever Green, The Girl Who Cried Pearls, Retirement Plan, and The Three Sisters animated short. I'll go first on this one. I'll do I'll see all these, I guarantee it, before the awards start, but I'll go with The Three Sisters from Konstanzy Bronzit. RB3.
This one is definitely going to be the Butterfly. This one, granted, excuse me, I'm only saying that because it's the only one I've seen. But you look at the story, related to the Holocaust. So, it's an oil painted film, hand painted, oil painted. It's about an Olympic swimmer who survives Auschwitz. Very heavy themes, beautifully animated. I think it's going to be Butterfly. Will win, should win.
Wow. Sabrina.
I'm picking this one again. Haven't seen these, catching up. But I saw a few frames of this one and I just thought it looked really stunning. But The Girl Who Cried Pearls. And again, really gorgeous title, eye-catching. So yeah, it's my choice.
Next category is one of my favorites, is original score. Original score this year. The nominees are Begonia, Frankenstein, Hamnet, One Battle After Another, and Sinners. Will win, should win. Sabrina, I'll start with you on this one.
Will win, should win, 100% Sinners. I mean, obviously Ludwig is already an Academy darling, an awards darling in his own right, and in his very young career. And just also with the actual material itself, it is the best piece of work in this entire category, in my opinion. Johnny Greenwood did a really fantastic job, has the potential to do an upset in that regard, but I still think it's going to be Ludwig's.
RB3, what do you think, man?
Well, first of all, shout out to the homie Shawhead Goofy. Shawhead Goofy's watching on TikTok. So to him, he actually said I have an echo on my on my feed. So I'm trying to fix that on TikTok. Seems like we're good on YouTube, but on TikTok, I'm trying to fix it. Anyway, what was we talking about? Oh, right. Best original score. Oh, man. You already know will win, should win is Ludwig Göransson. Part of me wants to be a contrarian and say Johnny Greenwood or Greengrass or whatever for one battle, but let's keep it 100. Ludwig's the GOAT. He is always going to be the GOAT, and he deserves every award ever.
You know what's cool? Ludwig's another living legend. I've been following Ludwig forever. I think you have too, RB3, specifically through Childish, when he started doing that. But the thing about Ludwig is that someone said who's like the current, not GOAT of score, but who's the current belt holder, like who's like the champ right now. And like he put it in that way. I was listening to a movie podcast that put it that way because the GOAT is John Williams. You could say like the living legend is Hans Zimmer. Yeah. But who's like the champ right now? Like who's like boxing? Who's like actively in the ring and, you know, getting W's? And I think it's Ludwig. I think he really is like that dude when it comes to score. Shout out Alexandre Desplat. I love that score from Frankenstein. It might be my second favorite one in this category, but I do think it will be should win, will win, Ludwig again, and he just absolutely kills it.
Speaking of, did you guys see the variety? I haven't seen like all of them, but one of the awards voters, I thought of you immediately, RB3. He was saying like, I love the scene where she has this, and it's when On the Nature of Daylight is playing.
Oh my God.
He said he voted for Hamnet.
Only because of that?
See,
isn't that insane?
Oh my God. See, that's why I hate it. And that's exactly why, like, you know, Arrival, and I done so much deep diving on this song because I hate how much they used it. You know, Arrival literally got disqualified from Best Original Score because they used On the Nature of Daylight in the beginning of the end. Even though it had an entirely other score that was all throughout the rest of the movie, got disqualified for that. Now Max Richter does this movie. He scores it himself, and he low-key did an interview where he was like, yo, I didn't think she was actually going to use it. I thought it was just Tim music. And then, yeah, he actually wrote another song for the ending that wasn't having it. Weird stuff, but yeah, okay, cool. That's
I think Chloe Zhao just really likes the song, and I think she just wanted to put it.
Yeah, you can like some, but if it's been used about 16 other times in cinema, like you got to know when to stop, you know. But that's just me. That's me.
Shout out Ludwig. So much cool details. If you've listened to the score a few times, I'm sure you guys have. Whether it's themes from the Smoke and Stack theme to Sammy's theme, to like the final bit, which to me is like the biggest standout in the whole thing because it's like this crazy like grunge rock that I thought was super creative when I was watching it in theaters. And I'll never forget when he's like, go, and Remick shows up and he's like, Sammy, and then the metal guitars come in like doom, 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 doom. Crazy stuff. And the fact that the guitars he's getting a guitar solo while he's killing all these dudes with the big Tommy gun. It's cinema, man. That's what Ludwig does with his score. So really beautiful stuff. Now the category we all wanted to get to. This is original song. The nominees are Dear Me from Diane Warren, Relentless, Golden from K-Pop Demon Hunters, I Lied to You from Sinners, Sweet Dreams of Victory, Viva Verdi, and Train Dreams from Train Dreams. Will win, should win, and I'm going to you, Sabrina, for Best Original Song.
Okay, 100%. And I will crash out. I'm going to send you guys that same Denzel clip.
Don't crash out.
Where, like, I'm going to kill all y'all.
Because you're going to lose.
100%. I Lied to You. Will win, should win. I'm trying to put this out there. I love Golden. Let me make it very clear for anybody. I've talked about this a million times. Great song, great film. But I Lied to You, the weight that it holds in Sinners to me, obviously all of them have their moments in all of the films. But I think this one in particular, just a gorgeous song that when I listen to it, even outside of the film, I'm completely immersed in the moment. I think this one carries the weight of everything thematically. Just insane. It has to win, in my opinion, or else we're doing an like complete disservice.
RB3, what do you think, man?
Oh man. Oh man. Oh man.
You guys.
Not again. Man, yeah, I think will win is, and man, honestly,
And that's okay.
hot take should win. K-pop Demon Hunter, man, just because the story, the story behind it, the song itself, the moment in the movie, the global sensation, you know. Yeah, I gotta go. Should win is the K-pop joint, but again, I love Sinners. I bumped that I Lied to You joint a bajillion times. So yeah, love them all, but say will win, should win K-pop.
I'm going will win, should win golden. Again, from everything I've said in previous lives, I think what the song does in the movie, this is when we find out that Rumi is half demon. This is a song that's literally about the conflict within her, but that she wants to be golden and that she wants to go up, up, up. So I'm going golden, should win, will win. But there's other songs in there that I think are even better in my opinion. But golden's really good too. So that is why I will put it in that category.
I'm gonna crash out on Sunday.
Please don't. Please don't, because you are not gonna beat golden.
I know.
They're coming with like, what is it, like 80 weeks in a row, number one? Like, they're not going to lose.
I know. What's that? Like that pop culture impact. But I will say also, again, going back to Sinners having a fantastic campaign, there was that NPR Tiny Desk, Buddy Guy, and Miles Caton like did a whole set and they sang I Lied to You, and it was just absolutely stunning. So I feel like it has the possibility to edge it out just a little bit. Who knows?
Yeah, you never know.
Again, awards voters, they're older. They might rock with I Lied to You a little bit more than Golden. I can't really see like a 60-year-old white dude like bumping Golden. But maybe he'll like find that little whimsy in his heart to do so. Who knows?
I don't think I agree with you. I don't think they'll bump Golden, but I think they're great grandkids do. And I think they have so many kids and grandkids that they're probably like, yeah, Golden it is. So I think everyone knows what K-pop is now, K-pop Demon Hunters. Because of that. So
that being said, Raphael Sadiq, I really do hope like this would be great to see him get an Oscar.
That'd be cool
for this. You know what I'm saying? For sure.
Yeah, shout out to him because he's low-key underrated in I Lied to You, because a lot of people gives love to Ludwig and to Miles, which all the love they deserve. But you're right, RB3. Raphael has not gotten as much attention as he should have. Next category is production design. We have Frankenstein, Hamnet, Marty Supreme, One Battle After Another, and Sinners. This is a fun category. I'll start it off. I still think it should win, will win Frankenstein. But a lot of great other nominees. Sabrina.
I agree. Will win, should win Frankenstein. I think it's, again, hair, makeup, costuming, production design. Frankenstein's getting all those three.
Yeah.
RB3, what do you think?
Yeah, I'll give it to Frankenstein. Will win, should win. Yeah.
There's some other good ones in there, though, right? Obviously, Sinners stands out.
Sinners, yeah. You know.
And then also, obviously, with Marty Supreme, too, transforming back into, like, different age of New York, I think is definitely a feat.
Yeah, I mean, for Marty Supreme, what is the biggest? I think the final Japanese stage.
Yeah.
That's a good one.
Yeah, that's a big one with the paddle tournament. Yeah, that was a great set right there. What was the other nominees again?
Marty Supreme, Frankenstein, Hamnet. That's a good one too. One Battle, and then Sinners.
One Battle. Oh, this is like standard. It's so standard. Yeah, give it to Frankenstein. Yeah.
I agree. I think Frankenstein has the most standout production design out of all these categories. And then let's move on to our next category, which is sound. Nominees are F1, Frankenstein, One Battle After Another, Sinners, and Sirat. Will win, should win. RB3.
Will win, should win. Well, the will win, again, I hate to say it, but I think it's going to be another F1 victory. Again, like y'all said, they like the vroom vroom. They like the vroom vroom situation. The should win is definitely Sinners. I mean, seeing that in IMAX is a life-changing experience. It's music, it's action, it's a lot of dialogue, and it's just brilliant. So should win Sinners, will win, I don't even want to say F1, but you know.
Yeah.
Sabrina.
Agreed. Sinners should win. Will win F1, but I could also see one battle again a little bit. So they have some vroom vroom moments. I could see it sneaking up, but there's like no chance.
Yeah, these are kind of good choices, to be honest. Obviously, Sinners is the standout for what they do, like what you said, RB3, with the musical components of the film, with the horror components of the film. You could think of the transition between the scream and then the guitar score.
Yeah.
That's a really cool one. So there's a lot of cool stuff in there. But there's a couple underrated ones in there for me. I don't know if you guys have seen Sirat.
Oh, I haven't seen it yet. No.
It's about a music festival, and the way they're able to use the score for that and just like the bass of it in just certain sections of dialogue is really interesting. So I think that's an underrated one where the sound is super important to the movie itself, because it's all about how this festival is driving this poor dad insane who's looking for his daughter. And then another underrated one, in my opinion, is Frankenstein. I think that the sound in that, it really goes hard from the creature to, again, the action to the small, tender moments. Really cool. So, but still, should win, will win. I'll give it to Sinners as well.
I think Sinners will.
I think Sinners will win. Yeah. Yeah.
Oh,
no. No, you're right. It'll be F1.
I was gonna say, I'm like, hell yeah. I'm like, let's do that. Another one for Sinners.
Right.
Okay.
I'm wrong. You guys are totally right. It's going to the engines.
Vroom vroom.
Yes. And then our next category is visual effects. This is a fun category that we love here. But I think this is a given. Nominees are Avatar: Fire and Ash, F1, Jurassic World: Rebirth, The Lost Bus, or Sinners. I think this one's obvious, and I think should win, will win Avatar: Fire and Ash. Sabrina.
I think will win Avatar. They're gonna throw it a bone. Should win. I would even go like Sinners or something instead. Like Avatar looks great. I'm not obsessed with those movies. Y'all know. No.
Yeah, nah. You know, I'm a big Avatar head, and you know, I think that's the obvious should win in the category. I'm actually say, you know, keep it 100, y'all. I don't think it will win, though. I think it will win, unfortunately, because how much they love F1. I think F1 is going to do it. I think F1 is going to take best visual effects. And I think also largely because I don't know if y'all have seen the behind the scenes that Apple's been putting out for F1. They showed how a lot of the cars were like CGI, you know, like how a lot of the driving, a lot of the racetracks, they had to completely re-digitalize afterwards. It's a lot of vroom vroom. It's a lot of visual effects that seemingly slip together. And the Avatar team has already won 2 Oscars. I don't know if they want to give it a third. And
Sure.
and F1 is in the best picture race and everything. So yeah, I kind of think F1 is going to do it.
Man, if they do that, they're gonna do my boy
Right.
Paya Khan dirty again. Shout out Paya Khan. Shout out to my Tube Kun.
Yeah.
Have you seen the teenagers? I don't know why it's always teenagers when I see it on TikTok, but they do if I am outcast, then she is outcast. They
yeah.
like mimic that scene.
Yeah.
Kids love these movies, man. That's how I take it when I see those TikToks. But I think it should win. I really do think it should win. It's incredibly detailed, creative, beautiful, cinematic, and I just hate the idea of something else winning, even though there's some other good ones in this category. Let's go to writing, adapted screenplay. So adapted screenplay, we have Begonia, Frankenstein, Hamnet, One Battle After Another, and Train Dreams. Will win, should win. So Sabrina, what do you think?
I do actually think will win, should win, One Battle After Another. Frankenstein and Begonia were both kind of up there for my should win as well, but I think they're going to give it to Paul Thomas Anderson. But I also want to shout out Greg Quidar, who did Train Dreams, because he was also the writer and director of Sing Sing. So that one should have gotten a lot more love last year.
Yeah, this is I think they're all great in this category. I think will win is pretty obvious. I think it will be PTA.
Yeah.
It's interesting to hear about that book too. It's very different from what we get in the movie, obviously. But then a lot of these are very different as well. You can give it to Hamnet too. I think that's an interesting one. Frankenstein, I'm going to say should win. I'm going to say, again, I'm kind of hot take, even though every Frankenstein person I know hated it. Literally. Yeah, at least on Twitter. And they're like, I've read Frankenstein 20 times and this movie sucks. And I'm just like,
Okay, I'm gonna
oh,
be so. I've read Frankenstein like 20 times as well.
yeah. And
Never been an
they're all
adaptation
ladies.
that
They
is
all hate
the
it.
best.
They all, I don't know
Really?
if I don't know, maybe I'm on TikTok too much or on Twitter too much, but I've seen a lot of ladies be like, this is man's Frankenstein, not Mary Shelley's. And I'm just like, come on, come
Oh.
on.
I know we have had so many different iterations of the
We have.
Frankenstein character. I mean, we literally have like The Bride and Christian Bale's Frankenstein just this past weekend. So I I don't know. I like when they take the source material and create something different with it, and
Yeah.
that's what he did with this Frankenstein. It is wholly unique compared to the others, and that's why I love it so much. And like we talked about in our best films of the year list that's coming out tomorrow, we talk about why it's so important and like
Mhm.
themes in this one that we wouldn't get if they were sticking exactly close to the source material, and you do not have to do that. But anyways,
Yeah, no, I agree, and that's why I'm gonna pick it as should win. Even though I think Begonia could be up there too, Hamnet could be
yeah.
up there. So there's a lot of great ones here. RB3, what do you think?
Yeah, I'm probably the one who like loves one battle after another the most here, probably maybe. So I'd probably say one battle should win and will win. That being said, though, Brigonia is a close second in the should category because Brigonia is really good screenplay based on a really good movie that was, a Korean film. So yeah, will win, should win one battle.
Now moving on to original screenplay, we have Blue Moon, It Was Just an Accident, Marty Supreme, Sentimental Value, and Sinners. Will win, should win. I'm going with Ryan Coogler and Sinners. RB3.
I would say will win is Ryan Coogler, and hot take, I say, Coogler should win Best Director. I would say for screenplay, it really should go with Sentimental Value because the screenplay for that movie is very touching and warm and detailed and humanistic. So I would say that's probably really the should win, but the real win is Sinners here.
Interesting. Sabrina, what do you think?
Yeah, my will win and should win is Sinners, but y'all know how much I love Sentimental Value. That is very, very close. And if Sinners wasn't in this category, that would be a lock for my personal choice.
Yeah, there's a lot of good ones in here, but I just think the originality of what
Yeah.
that's the word, right? Originality with what Ryan Coogler does in Sinners to me is like why it should win, and it will win in my opinion. Finally, we're ending with the big one, Best Picture. The nominees are Begonia, F1, Frankenstein, Hamnet, Marty Supreme, One Battle After Another, The Secret Agent, Sentimental Value, Sinners, and Train Dreams. Will win, should win. Sabrina.
Will win, should win for the 15th time on this show. Sinners, 100%. I would love to see Sinners. I think get again that SAG Ensemble Award. I think that translates very beautifully to this category at the Academy. We see that a lot of the times in history. So I just think Ryan Coogler is going to get director because I think seeing it on that night on Sunday, if he wins Best Director, I think this is a lock for Best Picture, and that'll make me even more confident. But my heart is here. That's what it's telling me.
RB3, what do you think?
Yeah, they're definitely going to dangle the carrot, the whole night. I think it's going to be like the last three categories are literally going to be Best Actor, Best Director, Best Picture. You know what I'm saying? And yeah, I think if Coogler wins Best Director, we know for sure Sinners is winning Best Picture. At the same time, though, I still say the will win and the should win is actually going to be Sinners. I know everybody's saying One Battle. The film bros love One Battle. Again, I've been saying this since the very, very beginning, since One Battle came out. It smells a lot like what was that one that Leo did last year? Killers of the Flower Moon. It smells a lot like Killers of the Flower Moon, like a movie that's very critically acclaimed, very prestigious, quote unquote, but also doesn't make a lot of money at the box office. And yeah, like that, and this stars Leo, of course. So I think it's going to be something that has a lot of nominations. I don't know about how many wins One Battle is going to get. The PTA of it all does add a whole different factor to it. So yeah, but yeah, I think the momentum for Sinners is just there. People care about Sinners. It made a lot of money. People saw it in theaters. It sparked a moment. One battle sparked kind of a moment, but mostly in like the film circles. And a lot of these old people aren't in those circles. They kind of just know like what people are talking about, what the news is talking about, stuff like that. So Sinners will win, she'll win, in my opinion.
Yeah, man, I wish I could be with you guys on this. Unfortunately, like I said in the directing one, I just think film bros are gonna bro, and they're gonna bro out when it comes to the Oscars. And I think it will win, will be one battle after another. Should win, should be Sinners. And I really hope it does, and I hope you guys are right. But there's just so they also have like mini kind of momentum, at least when it comes to this category, with the PGA wins as well.